comes to Hajj, you have to be extremely, you have to maintain your health. That means that even before you go for Hajj, try to be in the habit of walking, because when you have to walk from your tent to the Jamarat, for many people they are not in the habit of it, then eventually they collapse. One thing that you want to do to maintain your health in Hajj is to drink a lot of water. This is something that has always been prescribed. I have seen myself on the 10th day of the Hijjah, when people are going for the Jamarat, there are so many people who are collapsing on the way, either going to the Jamarat or coming back, because they are just dehydrated. So, health is extremely important when it comes to Hajj. And I will give now to Brother Mansoor Qazi, inshallah, he will touch more upon this. One thing I will tell you is that many people have asked me this question before they go for Hajj, is that how much medication do I take? How much medication should I take before I go for Hajj? Because people pack so much. So to be honest with you, when you go there to Saudi Arabia, whether it is Mecca or Medina, you will see the pharmacies everywhere. You will see, in big signs, as-saydaliyya everywhere, that this is the pharmacy. And alhamdulillah, they have pretty much everything which they sell here in America. So you might want to take, if there is a special prescription that has been prescribed by your physician or your doctor, then you take that with you. But besides that, any other generic medication that you may want to take, if you feel like you don't need to take it from here, then you can buy from there, then they have it over there. So I just want to just share that with you too. Inshallah, Mansoor Qazi will take it from here. Jazakumullah khair.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Everyone can hear me good? Okay, so Alhamdulillah, who is going for Hajj this year? Can you raise your hand? Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Okay, so today's topic is how to have a healthy Hajj. We will touch briefly about the points, how you need to prepare for healthy Hajj, as Imam Saab mentioned, that we don't want to get sick, because that's might be a once in a lifetime opportunity. We are going over there, so we need to go prepared. So first of all, the first thing, traveling for Hajj, it's a big crowd. In 2015, there were like 2 million people, and every year they are increasing this number. And when there is that bigger crowd, there are chances that more people, coming from different parts of the world, some are sick, and then it's really easy for the diseases to spread. Particularly, it's hot, humid. They are, because of the heat, they are doing the sprays and everything, water, mist going on. Infection can easily spread. Okay, so first, the main requirement for Hajj, visa, and also for Umrah is meningitis vaccination. It's really for your safety, because meningitis can spread in bigger crowds, and if someone can get the meningitis within 24 to 48 hours, they can lose their eyesight, or they can die, or they can have a permanent disability. So don't take it like, okay, I'll get the paper from somewhere and, go for Hajj. Your intention is good, you want to take it, you don't want to get sick, you don't want to spread the sickness over there. So get it. Most of the insurances cover meningitis vaccination 100%. If you have insurance, it should be covered. If you don't have insurance, you can check with your travel agent where you can get it cheaper. Normal price range for meningitis vaccination is $150 to $140. Okay? Any questions so far about meningitis vaccination? No? Okay, flu vaccine, yes. Yes. Normally it's good for 5 years, but Saudi government require it to be 3 years taken in the last 3 years, and also should not be like in the last 10 days. So like 10 days before your arrival. I would also suggest take it as soon as possible once you are preparing for it, because the thing is sometimes people have some side effect like soreness and all those things. So don't get it delayed to the last moment, so that you don't, cancel your trip. Okay? Good question. Any other question? Yes.
What happens if you take less than twice, less than 3 years?
That's fine. That's okay. It won't harm. Yeah. I've seen people, they have taken, every third or fourth year. That's fine. It won't harm you. Okay. Any other about meningitis is the main concern. It's a requirement for the visa. Okay, flu vaccine is not mandatory, but you want to get the flu vaccine. Flu season start in US, and flu vaccine is available normally at the end of August or beginning of September. So that's the time when you are going for Hajj. And also, people coming from different parts of the world, there's flu season start over there in Asia earlier than the US. So you want to protect it. Flu vaccine, sometimes some people believe that it can prevent, it doesn't work 100%, but at least if you have a flu vaccine, if you get the flu, it won't be like a full-blown flu. Your symptoms will be subsided. You will be able to perform your Hajj. You won't be like crippled for 1 week to 2 weeks. And that's the main, if it is the time duration during Mina and during Arafah and you are sick, you cannot move, where you have to walk a lot, and you got the flu, then it will be really hard for you to perform Hajj. So always good to get the flu vaccine. Check with your doctor. The earlier you get, the better it is. This year the Hajj is, I think, at the end of August and September, beginning of September. And that's the time when the flu vaccine is available. So, and also make sure if you can get the flu vaccine 14 to 15 days before your travel, because it takes 2 weeks for the flu vaccine to be effective and part of your immune system. For flu mist, it is immediate, like 48 hours, but flu vaccine takes part of your immune system in 2 weeks. Okay, any other question about that? Okay. As it's in August and September, so it's very hot days, in 90s, 80s, but they have a really, like in Medina and Makkah, they have those sprinklers with the mist on that. So, but stay like inside cool places, wear, cotton, light clothes, full sleeve shirts, and also keep hydrated yourself. Use umbrella, take umbrella with you, so that you can avoid the direct exposure to the sun, and keep yourself cool. Okay. Any other question on that? Okay. Fitness is, obviously there is a lot of walking involved in that, and also you can start doing, practice, make yourself fit if you are not habitual of doing any exercise, at least 2 to 3 months before Hajj. Now this is the perfect timing. You can do 30 minutes, every day for 3 times in a week. That will build up your stamina, and during the Hajj, particularly in the last days, you might have to walk 5 to 10 miles, because the tawaf, even on the last day, on the Hajj day, the tawaf is bigger. You might not get the place downstairs. You might have to go upstairs, and it's a very big tawaf. You will be like never-ending one. I went in 2013, and I got it in the 2nd floor, and it was the double or triple the size of the regular tawaf. And you have to walk on that same day in Mina and Arafah. So you need to have a really good stamina for that. Okay. So 6 weeks before you travel, it's advisable see your doctor. Get hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and typhoid vaccinations. Normally, hepatitis A and hepatitis B are covered under your insurance because they are preventative vaccinations, so they are covered 100%. Typhoid is not normally covered under the insurance, so you might have to pay extra for that. But that's really good because particularly hepatitis A and typhoid is very prevalent. If it depends on your package, what type of packages. If your package provides you food and water, and it's very clean and hygienic, you can avoid that, But it's better to be safe than sorry. Get those vaccinations and, be prepared. Also, ask your travel agent for any, insurance, travel insurance, what they can provide. And if it is available, see if it covers your existing medical conditions or not. Also, get your refills for your prescriptions. If you are taking any hypertension medication, any diabetic medication, you don't want to run it out and then look for over there. And in Saudi Arabia might be different name, for that same medication, and you have no clue about it. So it's better to get your refills for, if you are going for 3 weeks, just have it for 1 month supply. It's better to have, and also get the prescription for the same medication, just in case if in your luggage, you lose your luggage and you don't have your medication, at least you have your prescription. Keep it in your important documents alongside with you so that you can get the medication if you need to get the medication over there. Okay, and get the letter from your doctor which says what your medical condition is. Just in case if you have any medical emergency and you have to go to the hospital and or any clinic over there, you get sick, you can present that letter which can explain it to them, what medical condition you have, what medication do you take. It will make it easier for them to treat you too. Any questions so far? Okay. And so a couple of weeks before your travel, make your health kit, travel health kit, which include your prescription medication, which include your band-aids, antihistamines like Claritin, Zyrtec, or Allegra. Those are, everyone there, because a lot of dust over there, you can get allergies. Every second person you will see is coughing in between the Hajj. So it's better to have those antihistamines with you. Analgesics like ibuprofen or Tylenol for pain. Sometimes you are dehydrated. Sometimes you didn't get the meal in time. You will have headaches. So it's better to keep it, instead of asking someone, always have it in your stash. Okay. And keep your proof of vaccination with you, with your passport, like meningitis and all those things. I experienced, when I went in Hajj 2013, those people who didn't have any documentation, or irrespective, they were on the airport giving them the pill. They were not mentioning what pill they were giving, just feeding them, force feeding them. Didn't make any sense. Yes. Yeah, I'm coming on that list. Yeah, what medicine you can take. But during pilgrimage, avoid like eating, buffet, which is in the market, it's sitting, you don't know how much it is sitting, so that you can get the diarrhea or anything. Always eat fresh and, steaming hot. Have bottled water if sometimes your package provides it, that's a good one. But if it is not a reliable place to eat, avoid it. You don't want to take a risk. You are taking a big risk. Okay, but let me go over what medication I had it. So you want to take with your doctors, you want to take some medication like Z-Pak, okay, for sore throat, or also cough, chest congestion, ciprofloxacin also particularly for women if they have any UTI. Flagyl is also one of those, is like if you have gastroenteritis or all those things. Imodium is over the counter for diarrhea. That's a good one. Zofran or ondansetron is for nausea, vomiting. It will make you drowsy, but that's a prescription medication for nausea, vomiting. Mucinex for cough. Tylenol or ibuprofen I already mentioned. Melatonin is for sleep, like if you are in the Vina, you're sharing a place with 20 people in the same, and it's hard for you to sleep. You can take melatonin. It's available over the counter also. It comes in 2 to 10 milligram. It depends. If you never used it before, you started with 2 milligram will be good enough for you. Okay. Any question on those? Okay. And after your trip, when you come back, you find out like you have diarrhea, sore throat, fever, flu-like symptoms. Go and see your doctor immediately. Don't wait, and tell them that you traveled and you went for Hajj, and there were millions of people if they are not aware about what Hajj is. Because sometimes they have to run the test to find out what's going on with you. It's better to give them the clue that you traveled recently and the diseases are over there. Okay, the other point I just want to cover, which is MERS, which is Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, caused by coronavirus. It's a respiratory illness, and in 2017 they found it, like, since this is going on since last 2012 in Saudi Arabia, they found it. It can cause, basically the symptoms you have to look for is shortness of breath, cough, fever, flu-like symptoms, difficulty breathing. Immediately, if you have those symptoms, immediately go to the medical help available over there. Don't delay it, because it can be deadly and you can be the cause of spreading it to the other Hajis. Okay, so any other questions? We are done. Okay, keep us in your du'as. Inshallah, you are going. Okay. Okay. Yes.
One essential item that is not medication.
Uh-huh.
Very helpful.
Is what?
Vaseline.
Vaseline, yeah. You get dry. Yeah.
Especially the body.
Yes. And particularly your feet. They will be, and while walking, your legs get, rubbed a lot because your body is not used to it. So it's always, but you can get it over there, over the counter. It's available all the time. Don't make your bigger. Okay, Jazakallah.
Okay, Jazakallah khair, Brother Qazi. And next month we'll be talking about autism and Down syndrome and those conditions for next month. But we wanted to thank you for stepping in last minute, and we'll keep you in our du'as. Okay, Jazakallah khair.